Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jewel. Let me get a little bit more organized here. I'm going to be doing a little tutorial today, as I had said in my last video of an open spine journal. I was inspired by Ruby and Pearl. Oh, let's have a seat here. She probably did this video a couple years ago, and I had just never gotten around to doing one. And so I was originally inspired by her, but this is different than the way she did it. And I will link her, that video link before, in case you like her style better. This is, so anyways, this is Julie's method. Okay, so I am making the video today. I wasn't going to do it till tomorrow because I sold this. It's a set with stacked envelopes and all that. So this is what the cover looks like. And we're going to make a probably almost the same cover as this one. And this is just wrapping around. And you would be able to see that it was an open spine if I did not have this wrapped around it. And I did that for two reasons: for a little bit more, like to make it a little bit less fragile. But you can just do it, you know, without that, and just have, see, I use sari. I wrap sari around it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me show you what you're going to need, and I'll refer to this from time to time to show you. So whatever papers you are going to use, I'm using these papers by Chapter 1. It's her French Florals kit. And I've already got, oh, we're getting ready to have a thunderstorm here. I hope it doesn't interrupt us. I already got this one cut down. Now, these are a little smaller than the size of my book, but that's okay because I have made these fun little, this one looks like it might be too small. No, I think that's okay. Let me see. These fun little pieces here just to go at the top like I did with this. So that's just embossed. This is embossed watercolor paper, and I inked it. Now, I made this journal very shabby, very torn kind of style, as torn as I can get. That's what I always said, because I have a tendency to be too neat and too perfect. So I just came in and really aged the edges of my paper on that one, and just to make it like it's been handled more, if you know what I mean, and like it's much older than it really is. So that's going to quickly go around and do that. I'm not too concerned about the side facing the spine. Okay, so you're going to use I feel like I'm ahead of myself here. So whatever size journal you choose to use, cut your you know, your cardboard or chipboard or whatever you decide to use as your cover. I liked the chipboard on it. And now I have my two signatures ready to go. And this is where I parted ways with that original video. She did not reinforce her signatures first. She used the sari silk as the actual like the pamphlet. I'm using a pamphlet stitch here, so you can see this. It's a pamphlet stitch, a regular 3-hole pamphlet stitch. She actually had put a hole here and a hole here and just put the sari right through and tied it around on the outside of the spine. So I decided to reinforce mine a little bit more. So as you can see the open spine here. And then if you get on the inside, you can see down in there, you can see where I had done the pamphlet stitch, and then I wrapped the sari around. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some kind of trim, and I'm using sari again on this one. You're going to also need your papers, like I said, your chipboard. You're going to need some type of either lace or fabric for the hinge. And I'm using muslin on the bottom, and I'm using the lace on the top. Okay, so you're gonna need that because that's actually your hinge. And what I liked about this method, and I'm probably gonna do more of these, it's like a hollow spine journal where it lays really, really flat. So I love that. See how flat that lays? And I just think it's the cutest thing. And then on the top of this, I had done this tutorial on making these flips a couple times ago, and this is out of an invitation that my friend Debbie found. She found a package of them in her thrift store. So, and that's what I'm going to be putting on the top. So, however you want to decorate yours. So, let's get going because this is really quite a simple thing. And I'm hoping not to have it go into two sections. Okay, so the first paper, I want this to be the cover because I'm going to glue this right on here. And then with the lace and then this trim, it really is pretty. So let's go ahead and glue this down. And then I chose another paper for the back cover. So let's see if we can get this done in one shot. Oh, there goes the thunder. I don't know. I hope I don't have to stop the video and come back. So I want to put a good amount of glue because this is a no-sew cover. And I'm just using this cardstock. And I wanted to tell you what I did do. And I will do it to this one. Because I thought in case this gets wet, this journal gets wet, and I do sell my journals, that I use this on all, if I use just plain printed cardstock, and it's printed on photo paper. I spray it when I'm done with workable fixative. And what that does, it's great for pencil, pastel, and chalk drawings. It says prevents smudging and wrinkling, allows easy rework. I spray the whole thing with that, and it gives a nice coating on the top to keep it, in case you drip water on it, so this ink will not run. So I wanted to give you that little tip. Okay, this one I'm going to put right on here. And then we'll do the back cover, and I'll probably do the insides later. Not on camera, just because you don't need to see me gluing paper, but I'll show you what the inside of this one looks like in a minute. Okay, so there's that. I think this is the prettiest paper. I feel like I need to trim a little bit there, but I don't think you'll really see that once I have the lace. Okay, now I want to use this one for the back. So let me go ahead and cut this to size. And then we'll glue that on. And I wanted to do the same shabby, here it is, my tool, kinda, I think I actually used a ruler to tear. Let me show you something else. Also, if you don't need one of these fancy tools, there's a lot of ways to age your papers. Scissors work great. And you can actually get little notches in it. your paper, and then when you go to ink it, it looks like it's been hanging around a while. So let me put a little Distress Oxide on here and see how well, once you kind of open up the fibers of the paper, it takes the ink super well. And I'll probably come back and add a little more ink when this video is done. Okay, we're gonna glue this on. I got my Sari silk in.